Hi, wonderful parents. I'm Dr. Shruti Ayar, a pediatrician. Today, I thought I will share you some useful information regarding the birth of your precious newborn. As we consider the birth of the newborn, it's not an easy process. A very important thing to remember is that the body of baby's body temperature regulation is actually quite different from our adult temperature regulation. So, what have to be considered importantly? Usually, we don't take a bath for the newborn while the baby is in a hospital, right? We usually take the bath of the newborn for the first time once the baby gets discharged from the hospital. And that happens, and that too is preferred where once the baby's umbilical stump has fallen out from the belly button. And this usually takes around a week or 10 days time. And once until the baby's umbilical stump has fallen off, what should we do to keep our baby clean and tidy? Yes, we still have options. You can use a lukewarm water and give the baby a sponge bath, or you can use a very clean and very soft cloth and wipe off the baby using a lukewarm water. And now coming to the dip bath time. Once the baby's umbilical stump has fallen off, you can give the baby a proper dip bath. Before the dip bath, we have to be very careful so that since the baby's temperature regulation is different, the baby's temperature can fall off very suddenly, resulting in what is called as hypothermia. So, in order to prevent this hypothermia, what should we do? What are the steps to be taken? First and foremost, we should always take the bath for the newborn in a very warm room. First and foremost, what did I tell you? To bath the baby in a warm room, never put on the AC while bathing the newborn. Always use a warm room. That is the first thing. Second thing is you should give the bath for the newborn in a temperature which is almost same to our normal body temperature, which is around 37 to 37.5 degrees Celsius. You can't go on using a thermometer and measure the temperature all the time. So what should you do instead? You can just immerse your hand and make sure that the temperature is tolerable to the baby. Once you have made sure, you can make your newborn bath in the water. This is the second important step to prevent hypothermia. And let's coming to the third step. What is the third most important step? Yes, the third most important step is we have to take the bath for the newborn should be done in a very quick process. That is, it should be within around 5 to 10 minutes. Don't overbath the baby. Don't overhydrate the skin of the baby. Apart from causing hypothermia, overhydration of the skin of the baby is another very dangerous condition because the skin of the baby is very fragile and it can lead to injuries because the threshold for injury is going to come down, so the injuries can happen to the skin of the baby. So after coming to the bath, let's go to what are the type of cleansers that can be used. Okay, when you consider the cleansers or the bath soaps, what is preferred? Either the cleanser or the soap? Yes, definitely you have to go for the cleansers. Cleansers are preferred because they have a pH which almost matches the pH of the baby's skin. That is, what is the baby's proper pH that should be matched so that we can prevent any injury to the baby's skin. It should be around an acidic or a neutral pH. If we don't maintain that acidic or the neutral pH, the topmost layer, that is the epidermis of the baby's skin, can get disrupted and can lead to injuries. So you should be very careful. The cleanser should be baby appropriate cleansers which should be mild, fragrance free and pH should be matching. Even if you are prone to use a soap, you should make sure that the soap is very mild and matching with the pH of the baby and it should be fragrance free, etc. etc. Okay, now coming to another important thing. In case you're bathing the baby, whether you're bathing the baby in the hand or bathing the baby in the bathtub, it's a different thing. When you're bathing the baby in the bathtub, you have to take care and make sure that the depth of the water should be around 5 centimeter or below, or that is around the hip of the baby. Don't go up, it should be below or at the level of 5 centimeter or at the level of hip. That is another important thing. When you are bathing the baby in a bathtub or when you're using something like bath toys like a floating duck or anything to interact and make the baby friendly for the bath, always make sure that the bathtub as well as the bath toys are always disinfected at proper intervals of time, since these are sources of infection that can harm our cute babies. So, and coming to the last but not the least is you have to use a proper soft and very clean towel or whatever dry cloth for cleaning the baby after the bath, that is wiping off all the excess water from the baby so that it doesn't cause any further fall in temperature from the head to the toe. And with this saying, I like to conclude my talk, and I hope this was useful for you. Okay, bye. See you next time. Do share, like, subscribe and follow for more such videos.